This is my wife's 2016 Subaru Outback. We're gonna replace the license plate lamps. There's two of them, one on this side, one on this side, which you can see. It's a little easier if you pop the tailgate so you can kind of work at the height that you want. Basically, you're gonna take a screwdriver and press in on this side on this lens, and on the other side, you're gonna press in that way on this lens. So this one I've already had out, so this one's going to come out surprisingly easy. You press in and then kind of lift it out. And so when we take it out of here, you'll see how that's being retained in there. You'll do like a quarter turn to pull that light socket out. And for the lens, what's happening when you're pressing on that side, you're squishing this plastic spring here, and then you kind of lift it out with a screwdriver as well. Now the first time you take that off, it's almost like glued in place. You can see where this foam kind of stuck, so it's going to take a fairly large amount of force. So really you need two hands on that screwdriver, and you got to really watch what you're doing so you don't scratch your paint or break this lens. So the other side is going to be the same way. So that one took a lot more force since that wasn't out of there, and that spring is still kind of catching underneath. So I'm lifting this up somewhat, and now we can get it out of there. You can see that spring is on this side. Same deal, quarter turn. You can pull it off, and then when you reinsert the new bulb, now I'm going to give you the bulb part numbers here too. That bulb, actually we'll show you now. This is a fairly common bulb, and a lot of different bulbs will fit in there and probably actually work okay. But this is a 5 watt, and the part number for that bulb, let me grab it here and I'll put it down in the comments or in the description section. It's a 168. Wagner, Sylvania, Phillips, and Hella all use the same part numbers for these types of bulbs. It's a 168. It's a 5 watt bulb. Something you should remember is when you put your new bulbs in, you don't want oil off your fingers or anything else. So ideally, when you pull them from the new package, you should have a paper towel or something when you insert it. And then we'll cover it back up with a lens. And then you'll kind of have to compress this spring with the body itself to fit that back in. So I'm going to kind of compress that spring and then get this right side in, or the outside of the car, and then just wiggle it back around and make sure everything's locked in place on both of them.